Bengals and Jets, your thoughts?
Sunday night preseason game number 2 on ESPN 1530. It's the Bengals and the Jets in New Jersey, the New Meadowlands. Of course, whenever the Bengals go play New Jersey, usually doesn't turn out so good. And obviously, when the Bengals have played the Jets recently over the last couple of years, it's been pretty miserable. On Sunday night, hopefully it won't be miserable. Obviously, the thing we're looking for more than anything else would be just for the team to simply look better than it did against the Detroit Lions. That was flat out miserable, so this is pretty obvious. Look different than you did on Friday. Within the context of that, there are a couple of things I'm going to be specifically paying attention to when the Bengals play their second preseason game. The first one would be, and I think this is pretty obvious as well, a general offensive improvement. Now, that starts with, let's score a touchdown, but even when you get into the context of the offense, Andy Dalton, all eyes continue to be upon him. He finished the game rather well on Friday night, completing 9 of his last 10 passes. I think it's going to be interesting to see how he and the offense build upon that. Does it get a little bit more complex? Not that they're going to throw a lot of balls downfield, but what they were able to do successfully was pretty simple. How does that happen against a very good Jets defensive backfield? Young rookie wide receiver A.J. Green's going to play against guys like Darrelle Revis and also players like Jerome Simpson and Andre Caldwell and Jordan Shipley. We want to feel a hell of a lot better about them against one of the better secondaries that they'll face so far this season. Obviously, along with that, and I think you can look at both sides of the ball, the second thing I'm looking forward to watching on Sunday night would be the play up front. The lines. Cincinnati's got to protect the passer better. Andy Dalton was knocked around pretty hard on Friday night. And obviously the pass rush as well. It was almost non-existent against the Lions in any of the squads. Now, Carlos Dunlap might not play. He's been banged up. He's a big part of the pass rush. But looking across that defensive line and even among the linebackers when they rushed, there was no pass rush against the Lions. That has to change, and it better change on Sunday night against the New York Jets. And then I think this is pretty big as well, and it's also quite obvious. But this team is beaten up, whether it's Brandon G, Keith Rivers, Dante Moak, Carlos Dunlap, who I mentioned. This team's got to emerge from this game on Sunday night healthy. The health is of utmost importance. This team's depth is being tested. A lot of guys, and you continue to look up and down the injury report, Pac-Man Jones, Bernard Scott, Jay Finley's been beaten up a little bit. This team, we're not really talking about it all that much, but a couple of weeks in Georgetown, this team has not exactly emerged unscathed. So when I look at Sunday night, I want to see a team that comes away healthy in relative terms. They can't afford any more injuries. And I think the final thing I'm looking forward to more than anything else, Hayden Panettiere on the Jets sideline. Now, why do I bring that up? Well, she is apparently dating some scrub trying to make the Jets, and she's been showing up at Jet practices. I would hope, A, that she shows up, and B, if that guy who's the Bengals TV network sideline reporter, Mike Valpredo, can get her on the air. I don't want to hear an interview with some second-string guard trying to make the team. I don't need to hear from Andrew Whitworth or Ray Maluga. Get an interview with Hayden Panettiere if she's at the game, and I hope she is. Email me your thoughts. Mo at ESPN1530.com, or follow me on Twitter. Are you tweeting?
Yep.
At Mo Egger 1530.